or manifesting love. But here's the little challenge. We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. You talk to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. This whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do so we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did, make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving. Because you can't keep a dime to your name. Huh? You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put on him. You want him to be patient. Patience is thin. You want him to be understanding. You're the least understanding person in your circle of friends, but he gotta be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that. He gotta be in shape. You eat chips every day. You heal. Let's become the person we want to attract. How about that? Huh? That's the challenge.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Marie. And you guys heard what Simone had to say at the beginning. It's very interesting because I thought she was canceled. However, I guess she's not. But she did bring out a lot of points in that quote or in that video she just did. However, a lot of people are dragging her on social media for different reasons, because a lot of people feel as though she's hypocritical. A lot of people feel as though she's not living the life in order for her to tell people what to do. And some people just don't like her and just don't want to listen to her. So that's why people don't really agree with her message. But I'll be going into it and going into her history and past. Simone's a rapper and entrepreneur, and she was on the show Wild 'N Out, which really helped her regain her fame and the position she's in now. She has her own makeup line, and she did put out a book, which we're going to go into later in the commentary. However, she herself is not in a relationship. She has a lot of success under her belt. However, she had bad relationship after bad relationship. One person she would thirst after is the baby, and he isn't really a person who would be in her status. He's not a good person. He's hit women, and the fact that his name is the baby obviously shows his maturity. He really didn't pay her any mind. He would put her in videos and things like that, but being in a committed relationship with her, no, that was a no-no. He never did that. And then he got in a relationship with Danny Lane. Well, that was a one-sided relationship. She was just in a relationship. He was just there. And as you guys know, she gassed her up. Said, oh, Latino women are basically better than black women. They come out the womb looking beautiful. And Danny Lee, she reposted that. And for me, I already knew the kind of girl she was when she reposted something like that. And then we get the infamous song Yellow What Is What He Wants, which was partially due to B. Simone's gassing her up, and the baby co-signed it. Well, you guys know he broke up with her, and now he's fishing for other women. However, it showed B. Simone's insecurity and self-confidence in herself, that she had to degrade herself to uplift another woman, which is very sad and unfortunate. Then we come to her book. So she wrote a book basically talking about how to manifest your life and what you want. And she was even talking about women getting men and make a list about it. Turns out the majority of the book was plagiarized, and a lot of people canceled her for that. because plagiarism is not good and it's not a good look, especially if you have a whole team behind you. So a lot of people felt as though, wow, this lady has no credibility. She doesn't even have control of her team, which it can be true. She probably didn't know, because your team can do a lot of things against your will. However, it's not a good look, and it lost her credibility with the public. And she did bring up some good points in her little rant the other day. However, her credibility isn't really there, and a lot of people don't like her. So when she says things, a lot of people don't take her seriously. And that's the reason why a lot of people are dragging her on Twitter and Instagram. I feel as though we should all have a balance. Yes, women want things from men. However, women, we have to try our best to be our best selves. However, it is the man who goes out to look out for women. So it's on both sides of the spectrum. However, I feel as though a woman should present her best position of herself, find a man who represents who she wants, and if they're on the same page, then that's a great relationship. I think it's all in what people want in their relationship. There may be men who don't even want women to work. So if he's a multimillionaire and the girl who he's with now doesn't work, doesn't make him a bad person or she's a bad person. It's basically all in what people want. And there's no end all be all. It's what you want in your relationship. So what she did say, I agree with her to a certain extent. However, this is a perfect example of the wrong messenger giving a message, because she herself hasn't applied this into her life. She herself isn't in a relationship or in a marriage. She's over 30. She's had a successful business. She's done a lot of things in her life. However, she's not in a relationship. So it's not really a great look. You're not in a relationship and you're giving relationship advice. However, she may also be giving women advice because she's been in a lot of situations and she's like, you know, this is what you need to do, so you won't end up in what I had to end up in. However, like I said, she herself isn't in a relationship. So if you're probably to get in a relationship, in a marriage that is great, then maybe people will listen to her a lot more. Maybe people will take her side. Another thing people have to realize is that B. Simone, she is broken to a certain extent, because I remember watching a show she was on with Chili and Little Kim, and she would talk about how she didn't have a great relationship with her mom and she didn't really talk to her mom. So that's part of the reason why she does like to be seen, and she just thirsts after the worst of men that you would never think she would with all the success she has. I feel so we have to talk about the subject of parent abandonment. When they abandon their kids or children, that can really affect them in their relationships and in their lives in different facets. That's what I have to say about this situation. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Tell me how you guys feel down low in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video.